A hard Brexit would leave Britain £80 billion worse off and hit the northeast hardest, a Whitehall study has claimed. The assessment found some businesses would face 20% higher costs, with the economy suffering serious damage over the next 15 years. But the forecast was blasted as nonsense by Brexiteers who said the Treasury's track record was abysmal. The government was also quick to point out the provisional nature of the analysis, which looks at a worst-case scenario and not the preferred bespoke trade agreement. The controversial Treasury analysis finds that areas of the country which voted leave are set to take the biggest hit to their economy after Brexit. The report, which was leaked amid pressure from Labour and pro-EU Tories, are likely to be seized upon by backers of a soft Brexit to protect the economy. But Eurosceptic Tory MP John Redwood was quick to blast the Treasury figures as complete nonsense, adding that the risk of a no-deal Brexit has been overestimated. Brexiteers have said long-term economic forecasts cannot be trusted and pointed out that none of the dire predictions of the Treasury's project fear came true after the referendum. But Whitehall is sticking to its gloomy predictions about Britain's economy after the UK leaves Brussels. The Brexit figures come as Theresa May holds crunch meetings of her inner war cabinet of senior ministers today to thrash out what kind of trade relationship the UK will seek in negotiations. The documents, which have been prepared by the Brexit Department, detail what the costs to the economy might be of various different Brexit deals. It reveals that the Northeast would take an 11% hit to economic growth under the government's preferred outcome of a free trade deal with the EU. While leaving with no deal will result in a 16% drop, while staying in the single market amounts to just a 3% decline. In the West Midlands, a free trade deal would result in an 8% hit to growth, compared with 13% under no deal, and 5% if the UK stays in the single market.By comparison, the capital would sustain just a 2% hit to growth if the UK gets a free trade deal. 5% in a no-deal scenario, and just 1% if the country stays in the single market. Liberal Democrat Brexit spokesman Tom Brake, a leading Remainer, seized upon the documents to press for another referendum in a bid to reverse Brexit. He said, "This is a damning outlook for Britain. The Tories are putting everything on the line because they do not care about the lives and livelihoods of the people of the UK." The government need to start being clear what they are fighting for. They are still keeping no deal on the table despite how crippling it would be to the regional economy. People did not vote to make themselves poorer. They should be allowed a vote on the final deal and a chance to exit from Brexit. But a government spokesman hit back, pointing out that the type of free trade they want to broker is not modeled in the forecast. He said, "This document does not represent government policy and does not consider the outcome we are seeking in the negotiations." As ministers clearly set out in the House, this is provisional internal analysis, part of a broad ongoing program of analysis, and further work is in progress. "We are seeking an unprecedented, comprehensive and ambitious economic partnership, one that works for all parts of the UK."